New developments in the case. Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr asking the GBI to investigate whether the original prosecutors acted illegally in their handling of this case. Our live team coverage continues right now with Rebecca Schramm. Rebecca, these are some very serious allegations.
Yeah, they are, Karen. We've now got a case of GBI agents investigating the original investigators. And you can bet those agents will be interviewing everybody who had a hand in that case, looking for bias. At first, the case fell into the hands of Jackie Johnson, the district attorney of the Brunswick Judicial Circuit. Because one of the defendants, Greg McMichael, had been an investigator in her office, she recused herself. George Barnhill, DA of the Waycross Judicial Circuit, took over, but he too had a conflict. His son, who works in Johnson's office, once worked with McMichael on a prosecution involving Ahmaud Arbery. But according to the Attorney General, Barnhill waited weeks before requesting another prosecutor take the case. As the GBI investigates the original prosecutors, another issue has come to the forefront: the push to bring back Georgia's hate crimes law.
Even on Georgia police reports, there's a box to check for a hate crime. And unfortunately, right now, there is no legal means to actually bring that prosecution.
State Representative Chuck Efstration is a Republican from Gwinnett County and a former county prosecutor. He's the lead sponsor of the bipartisan House Bill 426. Since Georgia's original hate crimes law was struck down for being too vague, his bill, he says, is very specific. It has already passed in the House and awaits a hearing in the Senate.
I think that there's a real opportunity to explain the need for state senators who maybe have questions. And I'm very hopeful that the Senate Judiciary Committee will give this bill a hearing as soon as we get back to session in the coming weeks.
And Governor Brian Kemp has said he is open to the possibility of a hate crimes law. We'll see if the Senate sends it to his desk. Live at the state capitol, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
All right, Rebecca, thank you. Now the Justice Department is determining whether the fatal shooting of Ahmaud Arbery should be charged as a federal hate crime. Little seemed to take place for more than 2 months after the incident, but that changed after a video came to light. The man who recorded Arbery's death is now speaking out.
The investigation into Ahmaud Arbery's shooting death was drastically altered by William Roddy Bryan.
If there wasn't a tape, then we wouldn't know what happened. Or y'all wouldn't. I would.
Bryan recorded the video that shows the confrontation that led to Arbery's death in South Georgia in February.
I hope that it, in the end, brings justice to the family and peace to the family.
Less than 3 days after the video was posted online, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation announced the arrests of Travis McMichael and his father, Greg. The McMichaels are facing murder and aggravated assault charges. The case has sparked protests and calls for justice, even reaching the White House.
I'm speaking to many people about it. I saw the picture of him in his tuxedo. It was so beautiful. I mean, he looks like a wonderful young guy.
I am very sorry to the family. I pray for him every night, as well as my own family.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, according to a police report in Glenn County, Greg McMichael told an investigator that Bryan was involved in trying to block Arbery. Bryan's lawyer disputes that, saying there's no relationship whatsoever between Roddy and the McMichaels. Now, CBS 46 is leading coverage on the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery. Stay with us online and on air for the latest developments. You can also download our free CBS 46 streaming app for any updates.